Good morning. Good evening. Here we go. Welcome back. Welcome over. However it is for you to be here, I really appreciate it. Today I'm sharing 15 tips on how to balance Kapha dosha, which is an Ayurvedic term for a mind-body constitution that is based in water and earth. I've already done Vata constitution and Pitta constitutions. You can find those posts if you're interested on my page, and we're just going to jump right into Kapha. So, ways to balance Kapha. Number one thing is live at a 6. Now, I discussed living at a 6, what that means, in a few times in my different posts, but just for today, I'll try to explain it quickly. Live at a 6 means that on a scale of 1 to 10, you're not going to eat past a 6 in fullness. So like if 10 is so full that you're like a little sick and you want to undo your pants and like that whole thing, stop at a 6, because you still want to allow enough room. At a 6 you're comfortably full, like you've eaten, you have your nutritional needs met, and you can stop eating. You want to allow enough room in the stomach for the digestive juices to like splash over the food and do their job. Let the stomach and intestines do their job. When you eat to the point of, just being uncomfortably stuffed, it really taxes the body to even digest the food. So, live at a 6. And in terms of hunger, live at a 6. Whereas 10 is like super hungry. I'm going to chew off the doorknob because I'm starving. Live at a 6. If you, like for me, if I let my hunger creep up to like a 7 or an 8, I'm probably going to make less than ideal choices to eat because I'll be too hungry, and I will feel like satisfying that instant craving, that instant gratification, instead of doing what's truly healthy for me. And so number 2 is make sure you stay warm. If you're Kapha's nature is cool and wet. So stay warm. We're back to internal and external oleation. Kapha's nature is naturally oily. So they usually have like very smooth, oily skin. And, a Kapha person will get so much benefit from massaging with oil, and also the exfoliation. It will help increase a Kapha's sense of vitality. Now they tend to be sort of slower about doing things, which is completely fine. That's in their nature. And internal and external oleation. In terms of internal, Kaphas are not supposed to eat a lot of oils or nuts. I eat a lot of walnuts for the magnesium. It's more like I believe that foods are medicine first. So there's a reason for what I eat, when I eat, etc. Number 4, have a schedule, but don't get in a rut. Kaphas, the Vatas and Pittas need schedules too. Kapha is more prone to follow a routine, but don't get in a rut with it. So have your Vata Pitta friend call you up, every so often to go for a walk in the woods or go for a swim or whatever it is. Number 5 is your sadhana practice. And that is your devotional practice. It could be yoga. People use yoga for that. It could be going to church. It could be, prayer, meditation, whatever it is that works for you with the intent of connecting with your divine self. Just like Vata and Pitta have organs that they rule, Kapha rules the nose, chest, pancreas, and it's responsible for all lubrication and structure. So that's a lot. But like I was talking about, being a Kapha head, Kapha is responsible for the nose and the chest. So if you have an excess of Kapha, it'll show up a lot of times with, congestion, even like in the ears, even though the ears are, the sense of hearing belongs to Vata, sometimes the sinuses get clogged that badly, that far back into the head. So there's that. And also like a chest cold is typical Kapha. Activities: Kapha, hot yoga, rigorous swimming, and lifting weights. And number 8 is the full body exfoliation, as much as you like, because the exfoliation process stimulates the lymphatic system and also blood flow. And it puts you more, it creates body awareness. That's important. Bright colors like red, orange, and gold help balance Kapha. In terms of spices, onions, garlic, chili pepper, ginger, and cayenne. Kapha has the most spices, the most stimulating spices. And on the heels of that, I will say avoid dairy if you're Kapha, because dairy increases mucus in the system. And if you're already Kapha and already prone to that, give yourself a chance to correct. That's the thing too, is like your body always wants to be in homeostasis, like it seeks homeostasis all the time, and all we have to do sometimes is just give it just the teensiest little help, and then the natural wisdom of the system can take care of the rest. Number 11, for balancing Kapha, fill your time with stimulation and an increased sense of vitality. So that goes for mental activity too. Kaphas are known for being stagnant. If they, it's inertia, right? Like, I've been sitting in this chair for 7 hours. I'm not going to get up now. Sometimes it'd be like that. Number 12, stoke Agni with ginger tea throughout the day. So as much as I'm a fan of ginger tea for all the doshas, for Kapha, I would say, ramp it up to a few cups a day of ginger tea and make it as strong as you can stand it. And please eat between 10 and 2, where the sun is highest in the sky, where, nature's fire element is there to help us with our fire element in digesting the food. And don't eat late at night. You want to allow yourself like 3 hours before, in between eating for the last time of the day and when you go to bed. I don't eat after 5:30 because by 8:30 I am, done for the day, and I know I'm going to be up between 5 and 6. So that's what works for me. But whatever time you go to bed, just make sure you haven't eaten 3 hours prior, because that gives the food time to pass through certain places in the body, and you won't be sleeping on a full stomach. Number 14, make sure that the Kapha dosha person does some kind of movement every day. And it's good for them to, yes, have a routine, but mix up the routine. One day it's swimming, the next day is lifting weights, the next 2 or 3 days probably yoga. And you can do, a Kapha can take a lot of exercise. They have a lot of stamina. But most important, of course, is the body awareness that you get when you move your body. And so if your body's telling you that's enough for today, heed that message too. Sometimes, it is okay to rest, but Kaphas really do need to avoid that whole inertia, sitting in the recliner for hours and hours. And number 15, do a cleansing diet or a modified fast for 1 day a week. So it's good for Kapha to know what it is to feel light on the inside. And the cleansing can be very gentle, and no one would even have to know that you're doing that, unless you choose to share. And that's it for us, for keeping Kapha in balance. I hope you got something out of this. I hope it helps you or someone you love. And I will be back introducing the concept of sattva, which is balance, goodness, harmony. When you're balanced, you are experiencing sattva. And I love that word, and I love what it means. So, more soon. Thank you.